I get asked a lot if a $100 t-shirt is really worth it. And I wanted to share in today's video 9 of the t-shirts that I recommend to my styling clients, ranging from $35 to $118, to show you which ones are worth your money and which ones are not. As a stylist, it's my job to know the best clothing brands that are out there. What might work for one person is not necessarily going to work for another. I take into account body shape, lifestyle, and personal style. All these are going to affect what your perfect white t-shirt is going to be. If you're new here, I'm Erica, a personal stylist for over 17 years with a master's degree in psychology. I specialize in helping women build unique capsule wardrobes that work for their personal style, their lifestyle, and their body, and make it easy to put together outfits they feel great in. If that sounds good or interesting to you, make sure to subscribe for new videos when they come out on Thursdays. So in this video, when I'm looking for my perfect white elevated t-shirt, I chose ones that were not too cropped, things that weren't super oversized, that doesn't really resonate with my style. And also I didn't want to choose any that had too much stretch or had too much Lycra where it was clinging to my body. And I wanted something that I could wear for every day, that was versatile. I could dress it up, I can wear it casually. I also want to make sure when I'm looking for a perfect white tee, I don't want something that's really sheer, because I don't like wearing things that are see-through. It's not something I'm going to reach for in my closet. And I chose V-neck lines and crew neck lines for the t-shirts I'm sharing today, because those are the ones that feel the most classic and the most like my personal style and what felt authentic to me. And all the t-shirts I'm sharing today will be down in the description box, plus the sizing information as well, if you want to try any of these out for your own wardrobe. So let's find out who makes the best white t-shirt for you and what's worth your money. I started with a $35 t-shirt from Nordstrom. I wasn't sure about their sizing, so I got an extra small and a small. And I have to say, they fit almost identical. So a couple of things I like about this t-shirt: it has a really nice feel. It's really soft. It seems like it's well made. I like the length because it is a good length if you want to do a front tuck, which I do enjoy doing. I also think the construction is really nice. The collar looks really finished. There's a nice detail in the back. But the things that I really don't like about this is that it feels like it has too much stretch or Lycra. It's clinging to my body. It's showing everything, which I'm not really a fan of doing. It feels a little bit too sheer. So for me, this definitely wasn't a favorite. Now this next one is $58 from Splendid. Now Splendid makes a lot of different styles of t-shirts. They have all different kinds of fits, especially if you go to their website. But I wanted to try this one because I'd never tried this one from Splendid before. It's a size small, and I definitely think it's a little bit big for the style that I like. I don't really want to wear it too oversized, so I would definitely need to size down to an extra small in this. But there are definitely things that I like about this. I like where it hits because I feel like you could do a little tuck if you wanted to, but you could also leave it out. It does have a bit of a heavier weight to it than the Nordstrom one, so it's not as sheer. I do like the construction. I feel like it's a well-made t-shirt, so I feel like this one is pretty solid. And I could see if I had it in an extra small, it might be more of the silhouette that I like, where it's a little bit more fitted and not as boxy. But this one definitely is in the running. This next one is a V-neck from Lisette, and I really wanted to try this. I have their crew neck styles, and I love the Lisette t-shirts. The only thing I will say is, for some reason, whenever I wash the white one and I hang it to dry, I always have to steam it because it's pretty wrinkled. Where the black one, I don't have to steam after I hang dry it. I don't know, sometimes the different colors, even in the same style, will need different things. But I am loving this one. This is my favorite one that I've tried on so far. It has such a nice weight to it. It's not sheer at all. This for me feels like a very elevated tee. And in the last year, I have changed most of my t-shirts to be just the Lisette t-shirts, but I mostly wear the crew neck. And if you want something a little bit that's slightly cropped, but a little bit less fitted, then I love the Lisette. But this is my first time trying on the V-neck, and I think this is definitely going to be a keeper. I love the weight of it. It has that length that for me, I can do a little front tuck if I want, and I can also wear it out because it works both ways. And it feels elevated. It has that versatility that I really need and look for when I'm bringing something into my closet. And this next one is also from Lisette. It's the crew neck, and this has been my favorite go-to t-shirt for the last year. I have it in white and black, and like I was saying earlier, for some reason, I just need to steam the white one after it comes out of the wash and I hang it to dry. But aside from that, it is my favorite t-shirt. It's my go-to. I'll wear it with a silk midi skirt. I'll wear it with jeans. It is definitely on my weekly rotation. It has a nice weight to it, and I like that it's slightly cropped, but it's not so cropped that if I reach my arms up that, you know, you're gonna see everything. I like that it has that coverage. It's not clingy at all. It has a nice weight. It's super soft, and the construction is beautiful. It looks like an elevated white t-shirt. And I wear a size small in the Lisette, so it does run true to size. It's also $88, and so far it has been my favorite t-shirt and my go-to t-shirt. So for me, because I'm someone that wears elevated t-shirts and I enjoy wearing them, it's part of my normal weekly rotation, $88 is worth it to me. Now this next one is from Frame. It's also $88, and I love how it feels. I think it's a really soft, well-made t-shirt. The collar is really nice. It's a little bit thicker, which I like. So the construction is there. I even love the fit. I think it's a really nice, it's a little bit more tailored to the body than the Lisette. The one thing I will say, it is more sheer than the Lisette, where I feel like the Frame t-shirt I would have 100% worn in my 20s and my 30s, but since having my daughter and being in my 40s, I feel like I want something that's a little bit of a heavier weight and not so sheer. But if you're someone that's a little bit younger that doesn't mind a tiny bit of sheerness, this is definitely a really good quality t-shirt. I like where it hits. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's a really well-made t-shirt. And for reference, this is the extra small in the Frame, and this feels like the right size for me. I could have probably done a small if I wanted to go up a little bit and make it feel a little bit looser, but I would say definitely if you're between sizes, I would size down, unless you want it to feel a little bit more oversized. Now this next one is from Rag & Bone. This was the t-shirt that I wore for years. It fit with my style. I wanted something that was more tailored. I loved the V-neck. For a long time, I had this exact t-shirt in lots of colors. It's one of their classic go-to staples that's been part of their collection for a long time. This is a $98 t-shirt, and I do 100% think that it's worth $98. It's so well made. The quality is absolutely worth it. The construction is beautiful. I love the V neckline. I love the collar. And there's a simple seam going down the back that shows that it's more of an elevated white t-shirt. The one thing about this though, if you don't like to tuck your shirts in, I do feel like it's a bit long. I definitely think it needs a French tuck or a full tuck to make it work so that you don't kind of get lost in your proportions, don't get lost. But aside from that, I feel like it's a great tee. It's not too sheer. It's not as heavyweight as the Lisette. So if you want something more heavyweight, the Lisette's definitely the way to go. But if you don't mind it being a little bit sheer, not as sheer as the Frame, but just a little bit sheer where, you know, you don't see everything, but it still really fits the body well, then this is definitely a recommended go-to. And I'm trying the extra small here. It does run from extra, extra small, I believe, all the way to extra, extra large. And I would say size down unless you want a more oversized fit. And this next one is also from Rag & Bone. It's the same t-shirt but in a crew neck style. So it's the same price point, it's $98. It's the extra small, which I say if you want something more tailored, size down if you're between sizes. And if you want something more a little bit looser, then order your true size or go up a size. But same thing as the V-neck, it's such a well-made t-shirt. In my opinion, it's worth the $98. It's a nice, tailored, classic, streamlined fit, and it's not too sheer. It works really well for daytime. It's easily dresses up for evening. So this is definitely one of the ones that I recommend most to my clients and that I think is worth the price tag. And this next one is from Vince. So this is the t-shirt that's $118. It's an extra small. I ordered it in the extra small. It also goes down to an extra, extra small. So I'm going to talk to you about some things that I like about it and some things that I don't like about it. So the things I like about it, you can tell it's quality fabric. It's a quality cotton. The construction is beautiful. I think that this is probably a piece that would last for a long time, and it does feel elevated. It does have that versatility. The things that I don't like about it is the fit. I feel like under the arms it's tight, but then along the waist it's really loose, and I don't love how that looks. I think even if I were to size down in the extra, extra small, I just don't think that the fit would be on for me. This one, I would say, is not worth the price tag. It kind of has some good things about it, but also some things I don't like, similar to the $35 one from Nordstrom. So for me, this one is definitely not worth the price tag. So based on the 6 criteria, the fit, the quality, the construction, the versatility, the style, and the sheerness, my favorite is the lisette. 100%. I love the fit of the lisette. I love the heavy weight. It was the heaviest weight out of all the t-shirts. It felt elevated, and that is definitely my go-to favorite. My backup would be the rag and bone, either the v-neck or the crew neck, depending on your style. I feel like the rag and bone is one that I do recommend to clients that like something that's a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more tailored and fitted to the body. And like I said, that was my go-to for a very long time. In terms of budget ones, the Splendid one is okay. It's still $58, which for me, I feel like I would want to spend the extra money to get the lisette that would actually feel better for me. But in terms of a budget favorite, I would go with the Splendid. I wouldn't recommend the Nordstrom one. I think it's just too sheer, but the Splendid one is definitely a good budget option. So if you've been struggling finding your perfect white t-shirt and you weren't always sure, is it worth the money or is it okay to just buy any white t-shirt? I wanted to tell you in today's video that sometimes spending a little bit more is going to get you a better quality t-shirt. Hopefully this saves you time, money, frustration, and some unnecessary returns. And if you want more help with my recommendations for building a capsule wardrobe that's going to work for you, make sure to grab my free capsule wardrobe guide. It has shoppable links with my client favorite recommended essentials. So you can grab that by clicking on the link up above or down in the description box. And make sure to subscribe because this is going to be a series. I'm going to be doing some other videos similar to this, picking some of my favorite essential pieces that most women need in their closet and trying on some of my go-to brands for the best wardrobe essentials that women need. So thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I will see you guys next Thursday.